Having a good credit score lowers your interest rates in credit cards, loans, gives you more negotiating power, and helps you avoid security deposits. But having a good credit score comes with understanding how it's even calculated, which is exactly what I'm going to be telling you in this video. Hi everyone, I'm Alex Marie. For all finance and business related advice, subscribe to my channel and click the bell so you never miss out when I upload every single Wednesday. When I worked for a personal finance education nonprofit, we would often teach people about the importance of credit scores, and we would teach them how the credit score is calculated. So without further ado, let's get started. What is the FICO score? The FICO score is a 3-digit number that tells lenders how reliable you are at paying back money. The score is based off of your entire credit report, and it's basically a summary of the entire report. Think about it. Lender companies don't know you. They don't know who you are. They don't know if you're responsible. They don't know if you pay back your money. They don't know how likely you are at paying them back. That's why they look into your FICO score, to know if you are responsible at paying off your debts. The FICO score calculation changed in January of this year, 2020, so I will be going over the most recent calculation. There are 5 factors that come into your FICO score calculation. They are payment history, credit utilization, credit history, credit mix, and new credit. So payment history takes into account how often you make on-time payments. It records every single late payment you make, and it stays up in your report for 7 years. So please make sure you do not make a late payment. There's a reason reminders are on everyone's phones. Remind yourself to pay. Credit utilization is a ratio that calculates how much credit you're using from your entire credit line. For example, you have 2 credit cards, one credit card for $10,000 and another credit card for $5,000. So your entire credit line is $15,000. Common rule of thumb, you should keep your credit utilization below 30%. So in this example, if your credit total is $15,000, you want to keep your utilization below $4,500. Credit history has to do with how long your credit accounts have been opened. Typically, newer accounts will have a harder time reaching the highest score. Credit mix looks into the types of accounts you have. Do you only have credit cards? Do you have bank credit cards or store credit cards? Do you have personal loans, or do you have student loans, or just, it looks at the mix of credit and debt that you have. It's good to have a mix of credits in there and pay them off on time, because this makes you even more responsible and more reliable to lender companies. Lastly, new credit looks at how many new accounts you're opening versus how often you do so. Let's say you're trying to get your first credit card, and you've been applying for a while, you've applied to 3, and you have been denied for all of them. It's good to stop applying for a while and give it a few months before you continue to apply, because if you go to the 4th company and they see that you've been denied 3 times already, they're not likely to approve you because you've been denied 3 times already. That's why it's recommended to not open too many accounts in a given time. Space them out a little bit. Give them time to breathe. Now, because I am a visual person, and so is the average human, I am gonna bring up a pie chart that I made in Excel, and I'm very proud of it. Okay, here we go. So 35% comes from your payment history, 30% comes from your credit utilization, 15% comes from your credit history, 10% comes from your credit mix, 10% comes from your new credit. So from this pie chart, we can tell that payment history and credit utilization are the most important factors that come to your credit score. Therefore, make sure you never make a late payment and you try to keep your credit utilization below 30%. Now, good news is that the most recent update to the credit calculation takes into account your credit balance for the last 24 months. This is good in the sense that if you're a person who is very responsible when it comes to utilization and you always keep it below 30%, but you go on this really big extravagant vacation and you charge up your credit cards because you just went on vacation, but you pay them off in the next few months, that's okay. It won't affect your credit score because it takes into account 2 years before that. It knows that you're pretty responsible when it comes to that and you just had a vacation. To see your FICO score, you can create a free account with websites like Credit Karma or Experian. Some credit cards will allow you to see your score through their app. So have you started building your credit? If so, give this video a thumbs up, and if not, what are you waiting for? Start building your credit. Now that you know how it's calculated, what even is considered a good score? There are a couple of bad good meters, but according to Experian, 300 to 499 is very poor, 500 to 600 is poor, 601 to 660 is fair, 661 to 781 is good, and 781 to 850 is excellent. Let's all strive for the 850, shall we? I hope this video was helpful to you, and if you have any questions regarding the FICO score or credit in general, comment down below. I have lots of videos around personal finance, including budgeting, personal finance 101, how to pay off your debt, so make sure you check them out if you're interested, and check out my blog for other business and personal finance topics. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and if you found it helpful, share with a friend. I hope you have a great day and good luck in your FICO score journey.